Hey folks, welcome to the channel. I'm Don. This is Rockin' the Country. I've got a gift request. George Jones's The Visit, and it was requested by Russell Folkens. So Russell, shout out to you. Thank you for the gift. And if you guys want to make a gift to the channel for me to do a reaction, the information's in the description box below. It's pretty easy to do. It's like 25 bucks, PayPal or Venmo, and I get the songs up within, generally, almost always within a day. Well, always within 2 days, but sometimes that very day, depending on my workload and when the request comes in and all that stuff. But anyway, I don't know this song. George Jones's The Visit. I didn't grow up on country, so if you're new to the channel, welcome, but that would explain why some songs that you may know in your sleep I've not heard before, because I didn't come to country until much later in life. And then I got into traditional country by virtue of this channel. So these songs, I'm experiencing the vast majority of them for the first time, and it's awesome. So here we go.
Sorry I'm so late, but I've been out walking, trying to find a way to tell you what I think you already know.
Oh boy.
I'd never want to hurt you,
Yeah.
'cause darling, I still love you. But things aren't like they used to be. It's time for letting go.
Shit.
I wasn't out there looking, but a month ago last Sunday I met someone just like you in line at the grocery store. We've been spending time together.
Hey, not
She
right.
knows all about you. The truth is, she can give me what you can't anymore. I know I promised you forever. I never thought I'd see this day. If only I could write the pages, our story wouldn't end this way. I feel so much better knowing we could have this moment, but it looks like it may rain soon, and it's getting kind of late.
No, he's leaving.
And I'll always bring you roses every time I come to visit.
Oh, it's the other girl.
The caretaker's waving. He wants to close the gate. I know I promised you forever. I never thought I'd see this day. If only I could write the pages, our story wouldn't end this way.
He went to the cemetery and he's talking to her. No, the caretaker closed the case. Oh, I didn't see that coming. Sometimes you're left speechless. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to let this thing play out now, then I'll share my thoughts.
It wouldn't end this way.
Well, that explains the title. Yeah. This was a song like of human nature plain and simple. Even in the beginning when I thought it was a cheating song, not so much, well, it would have been cheating song, but like where a breakup song. I'm like, in the beginning, I'm like, he met somebody at the grocery store. I'm like, oh, that just, well, he's going for a walk. That's how it started. I'm going for a walk. And, this isn't a conversation like I wanted to have or the way I wanted it to go or whatever. And they're like, oh, that draws you in. The traditional country music way of drawing the human component in and drawing you into the story is by putting an anecdote in there that you can relate to, going for a walk and being troubled about something. But now he's going to deliver bad news. He's breaking up with her, right? That's what the song initially is about in everybody's mind. And then it's not that. It's she passed away, but he met somebody else in the meantime. And the visit is just at the cemetery, I think. So the caretaker closed. What did the caretaker do? I thought he closed the case. Maybe he said the caretaker closed the gate. Maybe the gate to the cemetery. I don't know. But obviously she's passed away and he's met someone new, but he's torn. But he'll always love her. I'll always bring flowers. Graveside. Whenever I visit. And you're like, oh, God. Because when he was first saying, I'll always bring flowers, I'm like, wait, to who? Who is this? Is this like a Sugarland type song, Stay, where you realize, oh, she is the other woman? Is there what's going on double-sidedly here until you figure it out? But is he now giving flowers to the girl he's now fallen in love with? But then it gets resolved. And then it goes to another level. This is a human story because it brings in the theological implications too, because a lot of people have guilt when somebody passes away and they want to be with somebody. You're used to being with somebody. You like the companionship, but you feel like you're cheating because if they're in heaven, if this is your idea that they're in heaven looking down on you, and now you're going to have sex or go to dinner and share loving, beautiful thoughts with another woman. It's like your conscience is torn. And some people, it's difficult to resolve those things, but typically people do. They do move on. They don't forget the person that they love that passed away. You can't. And it isn't even like you should or shouldn't. That's just, it's life. That's the nature of life. Sometimes we're with people we're always with someone who passes away until you yourself are the one that passes away in old age or sometimes younger, however that works for each of our stories. But man, this knocked me for a loop when I realized what it was about. It was really a story in a sense of marginal guilt. He met someone else and he feels like he's cheating. And you would feel that way if you're with somebody for decades and your life revolves around that person and theirs around you and it's so integrated, and then boom, your right arm is cut off basically. But your psyche and your whole being is invested and wired to make decisions, including that other person, revolving. You don't just go out with your buddies. You check with your wife if you're a dude and say, hey, honey, I'm thinking of going to the game with my buddies or whatever. You cool with that? And she'll check with you when she's going to do something. That's just respect. That's how it works. And now you're not doing that. And now suddenly you're thinking of another woman. And it's just hard to wrap your mind around that initially. So this is a song, definitely, of he's trying to resolve the moving on guilty feelings. He never thought it would end this way, where he would just be with her his whole life. Now he's with someone else, understandably so. So, all right, I'm going to rate this song. Instrumentation did not get in the way of the song at all. It just stayed right there in the pocket, as George Jones's songs typically do when they feature him telling the story as George did. The number that popped into my head on this was a 9.1. I love that twist in there. Russell, thank you, my friend, for this. I love that. It's kind of like The Ride. This is The Visit, where you're like, oh, that's what it's about? Ooh, in this one. All right, guys, have a great day. See you on another video and keep rocking the country.